All right, so how to play golf and not look like a fool. And actually, I mentioned this topic to someone I met at High Tech Happy Hour about 2 months ago because she works on ebooks, and I'm starting an ebook on this. And she goes, that's exactly why I've never played golf. I'm afraid to be embarrassed. This is why. So golf brings out a lot of emotions, and it also brings out avoidance in many cases. I love this quote. Golf and sex are only two things you can enjoy without being good at. And that was by a professional golfer, a very good one from the 30s to the 50s, Hall of Fame golfer. So, you don't have to be technically great at golf to enjoy it. One technical tip I will give is that if you're starting out or you're a casual golfer, is to take lessons from a professional. There's group lessons that are very inexpensive. You go once a week for 4 weeks and things like that, and then go to the driving range in between. And that will get you started in the right direction. Don't try and just pick up a club or learn from your brother or something like that. It won't work very well. So the basic premise here is it's okay to suck at golf. You don't have to really score well, but it's not okay to suck at being a good person. And on the golf course, a lot of things can happen that will bring out your personality and some of your other emotions that may not be the best, okay? So the way we impress people, Tiger Woods, other professionals like Rory McIlroy last week and others, they're going to impress people by how well they play, the shots they hit, the scores. You and I are going to impress people by the way we handle ourselves. It's how we work on the course and handle ourselves on the course that people will remember. They're not going to remember the scores. So one of the things is to build a good impression is try and control the outbursts and the foul language and also be respectful to other players, and we'll get into more detail. And it sounds simple, but it's not. I mean, last time I played, I hit 2 great shots on a par 5. The third shot, I pulled it, and all of a sudden I went, damn. I'm jumping around like that going, damn. Fortunately, everyone was off, so they couldn't see me. But okay, so some of the things you want to do is very simply be quiet for other players. This is being respectful. Praise people, say nice shot, way to go. Help people find balls and hazards and things like that, and wear appropriate clothing. Private clubs, you have to wear a collared shirt for men, not t-shirts or tank tops, things like that. Okay, so I belong to a Golf Business LinkedIn group, and I did a discussion asking what are the biggest problems you see with beginner golfers or casual golfers, and I got like 60 comments over 2 weeks. And these were the main themes, that it's the pace of play and trying to play like a pro and not knowing the rules or etiquette. So in terms of pace, some of the things are, first of all, the only measure that matters is that you keep up with the group ahead of you. You don't have to worry about what's behind you. Just keep up. You don't give or take or ask for lessons on the course. Do that on the driving range because that slows you down. Always be ready to hit and have a simple routine. And don't get distracted. And you don't have to take 5 minutes. Officially, the rule is you have a max of 5 minutes to find a lost ball, but the reality is 1 or 2 minutes, then drop the ball and just keep going. You don't need 5 minutes like a pro to try and figure out where your ball is. Another thing is, when you're going to record scores, do it after you leave the green. Don't stand on the green. Play what we call ready golf on the tee, so it's whoever's ready hits. You don't worry about the actual order and things like that. And if you do get a gap where people are ahead of you and someone's pressing you, just let them play through. Golf also sometimes gets people to cheat a little bit. And, so there's this quote, if there's larceny in any larceny in a man, golf will bring it out. And then we have Tricky Dick Nixon saying, I shot a 70 honest, which, yeah, right. Okay, so for some reason, that's another thing that happens with golfers. And in terms of business, if you're out playing with some kind of business associate, you got to think about that. Would you do business with someone who cheats just a little bit, okay? Or gloats and exaggerates their performance and changes the rules midstream to benefit themselves? That's not going to fly very well, so you got to be careful about those things. Scoring, keep an honest score or don't keep score. A lot of times, especially early in the season, I don't keep score at all because I'm just trying to get my game together. So it just depends on your situation. You adapt to the group, and you can play other games, bingo, bango, bongo, or polies, where the length of the pole putts, we get a point, which leads to money and things like that. Same thing with rules. You can follow the rules or don't follow the rules, depending on the group you're in. If you're in a tournament or something like that, obviously you will, but if you're just with friends and no one really cares and they move their balls and things like that, fine. That's okay in that situation. Just adapt to who you're playing with. Another thing is be generous. So, give putts to other people. That's when they're close by and you say, yeah, you don't have to putt it in the actual hole. That's good enough. But don't take your own putts. Let someone else do that. Make encouraging comments and also be a good host, so you can be a host in the 19th hole or with the beverage cart and things like that on a course. Golf etiquette on the green is you don't walk in front of where someone else is going to putt. That's rude behavior. You want to be quiet, and you also, again, want to putt out unless someone else gives you the putt. You don't say, oh, it's 4 feet away. That's good, that type of thing. And in terms of cart etiquette, some of the things you want to make sure you do is to follow the rules, and if you don't know the rules, like a 90-degree rule, then ask. It's not that hard. Stay outside any greens or bunkers. And also drop a partner off if you're far away and then go to your ball and come back so that you keep things moving. You're not just waiting around. Also play within your ability. Don't think about hitting shots like pros hit shots or distances like that or any of those kinds of crazy things that they can do really well because 1 in a million, you can't do it. If you get into trees, get out of the trees, that type of thing. Don't worry about trying to get on the green and play shorter courses and things that are within your ability. So the bottom line is simply learn the basics. It's really not that hard. Be positive, have fun, and if you can play, it's a good day. My dad's 91, and he still plays golf. And in fact, I called him last week. And not only did he play earlier in the day, at 7:30 at night in the backyard, he's hitting wiffle balls because he was upset with how he played. So if you can play at 91, it's a good day.